Hello, beautiful people. So I thought I'd come on real quick here and give you an update on my Parasite cleanse. So last week I started the Parasite Power Cleanse from Candida Cleanser, and whew, it is kicking my ass. This last night, actually, yesterday, the die-off finally hit. So die-off is real. And when it comes on, it's good to be prepared. So, don't panic if all of a sudden you started a cleanse and you're starting to feel worse. That is a good sign. It means that whatever you're attacking in your gut is dying and leaving your body. So, flu-like symptoms are completely normal. So, I'll give you an update right now. What's happening in my body. Yesterday, I started getting this incredibly potent headache, followed by a sore throat. And it feels like there's a lump in my throat, that pain where you're swallowing and it's like really hard to swallow. Yeah, that's happening right now. Hey, say hello. Feel free to ask any questions. I was talking about the die off I'm experiencing. So, the headache, the sore throat, the really like that rock in the throat that's really hard to swallow, achiness, my knees and my hips and my back and like my neck. Like this is where toxins build up when we're cleansing, or even when we have an infection, a chronic fungal infection, or anything that's causing toxicity to circulate through our blood. The toxins get stuck in the joints, right? So hip pain. For me, it really like is in the neck. I just feel like doing this all day because it feels so icky. So if you're feeling that when die off hits, that's normal. And right now I'm so extremely nauseous. It's like yet I'm also hungry. I'm craving all the food. Like it doesn't matter how much healthy protein and fat I eat. I often recommend that if you get a sugar craving or you're hungry, get a snack, something high protein, high healthy fat that helps to stimulate satiety in the body so that you don't binge, that you don't go for the sugar. Yet no matter how much of like my healthy snack foods I eat, I'm pretty full, but like inside something, I think it's the critters that are like, feed me, feed me. And that's also very normal for all of a sudden your sugar cravings, just cravings in general, to flare up. I also feel like it can be a comfort thing when we're not feeling so good. We want to comfort ourselves. And what have we done most of our lives? We've comforted ourselves with food, right? We eat from emotion, not because we're hungry. So when you have die off, be aware of that sometimes it's not the food that you're actually craving, it's not the sugar, it's actually love. It's love, it's comfort. So reach out to a friend, call someone, have a conversation, connect with an old friend, a family member, just really be present with what's happening for you. So ickiness, cravings, head hurts, my throat hurts, I got really itchy ears all of a sudden. All of this is happening about 5 to 6 days into the Parasite cleanse. So what also am I doing is die-off supports, detox supports. Don't ever cleanse without having something like ZeoCo on hand. This is so good. Basically what this is, it's a combination of activated charcoal and zeolite clay, and together they bind with toxins, so they're not circulating in your body. So a lot of times the achiness that we feel, the headaches, the nausea, that's from too much toxins in our body, because not only are the parasites or the candida, when you're doing a cleanse, dying and releasing toxins, they're also fighting back. Candida has one hell of an arsenal, and it's releasing over 70 toxins into your body to attack your immune system, to attack your liver, and a lot of that can make us feel sick. So having a binder is excellent, and what it does is it binds up those toxins and pulls them out of your body for you so you can feel the results. Sometimes in about 10-20 minutes. I had a client who, she had done her cleanse and she would take ZeoCo instead of a Red Bull because it gave her so much energy. I was like, what? And it's because she had so many toxins circulating in her body all the time that that toxin load just made her feel heavy. And so when something like a binder was able to bind to some of those toxins, there was so much more vitality and energy in the body. So she would pop a Zico and then go play tennis for 2 or 3 hours. It was incredible. She loved this stuff, and I love it when the die-off hits, the nausea, the brain fog, the pain, the achiness. So I always have this on hand. And another one is, you might have heard in the group people talking about molybdenum. I don't really know how to pronounce it. It's so hard. It's called molybdenum. Molybdenum. It's fun to say. It's fun to spell. I'll spell it here in the chat. Molybdenum. It's an incredible nutrient. You can molybdenum, buy it in a supplement form. And what it does is it converts acetaldehyde, which is one of Candida's toxins. It's a carcinogen, and you probably have had experience with this compound if you drank alcohol. Alcohol, we all know it's terrible. It destroys our liver. It causes brain damage. You know, unless you've been living under a rock, we know alcohol is toxic to the human body. And it's not because of alcohol. It's what it breaks down into. It breaks down into acetaldehyde or acetaldehyde. And that compound is a carcinogen. And it's really difficult for the body to detox it. And it takes a lot of glutathione, which is your master antioxidant. It's produced in the liver, and it's like the Hoover vacuum that scoops up toxins, and it takes a lot of your glutathione to take acetaldehyde out of your body. And if it's stuck in your body, that's where you feel that classic feeling of a hangover, right? You're sensitive to the light, you're kind of nauseous, you're achy. That's acetaldehyde in the body. So what molybdenum does is it converts that toxin that's really stuck in the body, floating around in the body, making you feel sick. It converts it into a benign, beneficial enzyme. So it's incredible that molybdenum is able to take something carcinogenic, toxic, and convert it safely into something your body can actually utilize as a nutrient. And it works so incredibly, so rapidly. It also helps to remove toxic stored copper in the body. Sometimes we store minerals in the body, and there's something called copper toxicity. Oftentimes it is connected to Candida because our copper ratio is also the copper zinc ratio has to do with our ability to fight off fungal infections. And if we have too much copper in the body, it becomes bio-unavailable, and we need copper to fight off a fungus. So that's a whole other route. If you want to check it out, go to coppertoxic.com. That's a good friend of mine, Rick Fisher. He is the leading expert in copper toxicity. I had it myself. It's really common, especially if you have a vegan vegetarian diet, because you are low in zinc and high in copper. To top it off, if you're a woman and you've been taking birth control, because birth control lowers your zinc levels. And then if you have copper piping in your house, a lot of people do. So all of a sudden you're inundated with copper, and that's throwing off your ratios. And then that in itself has a whole wide spectrum of symptoms and health conditions. So coppertoxic.com. If I'll post another link. I highly recommend you check it out if you have Candida and some of these persistent symptoms. I'm pressing enter, but it's not typing. Anyhow, so molybdenum, that's an extra boost to have on your detox tool or die-off toolkit. And another thing I've been doing this week is infrared sauna. Myself and my partner, we just found one on Craigslist. We found a super incredible deal. So I've been doing infrared sauna in the mornings for about 40 to 50 minutes and feeling so great. And what I love about infrared saunas is that it's a light wave that actually penetrates through your tissues, a few inches into your body, to stimulate internal cellular detox. It has the ability to go in and detox the liver and the kidneys and like deep tissue, visceral tissue, and then you sweat out the toxins. And it's incredible because if you ever go into like a dry sauna, you get, personally, I feel sick after and tired and foggy because it's heat. It's just simply heat making you sweat. Whereas in infrared sauna, it's not the heat, it's the wavelength penetrating into your tissues to expel toxins from within. So I recommend, if you have access to an infrared sauna at a gym or a wellness center, it's an incredibly potent practice to add to your detox regime, because it's able to release toxins, store toxins in the fat of your body. That's where our body stores some of our toxins from the past, from long ago, when the liver didn't have time to process toxins. It'll actually encapsulate it and put it in fat and then store it in the body. So in an infrared sauna, you're able to go in deep and take things out from long ago, that old crap that we were so ready to let go. So been doing the infrared saunas and feeling great. Yeah, Lauren, castor oil packs are also so great. They're kind of messy though, so you have to watch out. You have to like have saran wrap out and a towel that you don't mind getting oily. And it's really great to have a castor oil pack, put on a hot water bottle, and read for 30 minutes for an hour. It's an excellent self-care practice. So we've got the Zeoco, molybdenum, infrared saunas, castor oil packs. Coffee enemas are also really incredible. Just I was talking about how acetaldehyde builds up in the tissues, or builds up in the body, and it takes a lot of glutathione, which is your master antioxidant. There was a post in the group talking about glutathione supplements, and I would recommend that you don't even waste your money on glutathione supplements if it's in a pill form or powder, unless it's in a liposomal form. Liposomal means that it's wrapped in a lipid layer that bypasses digestion and is able to go straight into your body, because glutathione in supplement form gets destroyed in the digestive process. And if you find a glutathione capsule, sometimes they're like $50 a bottle, and you're only pulling in about 5% of the nutrients. So liposomal glutathione is the way to go, or coffee enemas, because coffee in the back end through that nerve bundle, that the specific compound in coffee, which gets destroyed through the digestive system, stays intact when you put it up in the colon, and it stimulates your liver through a nerve pathway to stimulate glutathione production up by 700%, and at the same time stimulates your liver to release toxins. So that is what I do in support of when die-off hits, like today, and I'm just feeling like crap. So lots of broth, slowing down, self-care, stretching, doing yin yoga. This is not a time for you to run a marathon, and unfortunately some of us don't have the luxury or the pleasure to be able to slow down in life. You may have be a working mother, a single mother, or a CEO, an entrepreneur putting your business together. We all have hectic lives, and if that's the case, just slow down. See if you can bring more ease into every interaction. If that means just taking a moment, closing your eyes, taking 3 deep belly breaths, giving yourself the time, not rushing through anything. Going to bed a little bit earlier, allowing yourself to sleep in maybe 5 minutes, giving yourself the time and being patient with this process, and knowing that it's part of the healing journey to feel a little icky before you get better, but know that it's going to get better. The fact that die-off is hitting means that this cleanse, the Parasite cleanse, the SIBO cleanse, Candida cleanse, whatever you're doing, it's working. It's getting at those bugs, and it's coming out, and it's just letting you know that it's coming out. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to post below, reach out to me. I do run an 8-week gut healing intensive. So this is a group coaching program guided by myself through the Candida cleanser, where we cleanse together. I guide you through the die-off, all the protocols, all the supplementary information you need, and really embodying the lifestyle changes it takes to not just eliminate Candida, but to make sure that it's gone for good, and to create who it is that you want to be when you're healthy, when your life, when all your time and energy isn't consumed by trying to be healthy. Who are you who are you when you have that liberation and that freedom, right? And I think that's why we're all here, right? It really isn't about Candida. It's about getting our life back, getting our vitality back. And speaking from experience, I was there too. Some of you might not know it, but I've been with the Candida cleanser for 6 years now as the holistic health coach. And about 8 years ago is when I did the cleanse for myself and transformed my health. I used to be incredibly sick on antibiotics all the time, IBS, alcoholic, addicted to alcohol to mask my depression and my social anxiety, um, hay fever, chronic hay fever. It was just all my systems were shutting down. And I got healthy. I got to be a health coach. I transformed my life thanks to the cleanse. And then about 2 years ago, I went traveling abroad. I went to India. And in India, I reinfected. And all my health problems came back. Candida came back. Parasites came back. I developed food intolerances. It was like I was back to not just square one, but like -3. My health was even worse than when I had began. And it's been a 2-year healing process, but thanks to Candida Cleanser, I've done 3 back-to-back. I've done 4 cleanses so far, but 3 back-to-back most recently. I did the SIBO cleanse, now I'm on the Parasite cleanse, and it works. Holy crap, does it work. It's a powerful protocol, stronger than anything I've ever seen for Candida. So if you're new to the group and you've tried everything from antifungals and naturopaths and herbs and acupuncture, like, I'm so glad that you're here because this protocol for Candida works. This Parasite cleanse is strong. It works. The SIBO cleanse, it works. So if you have any questions, tag myself, Anne or Patty. We've been in this group. We've been on this journey. We're more than happy to help. And again, I do lead private coaching and group coaching programs. So if you feel like you need that extra guidance and that support from someone who has done it firsthand, not once, but twice, then give me a shout. I would love to work with you. We can schedule in a consultation. I am opening up the program for October when my schedule clears up. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this information beneficial and you can use it to your advantage and implement these practices in your own healing protocol. Wishing you an excellent Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy healing. Ciao. If it lets me into my video. My computer's a little lagging. There we go. Ciao.